tuning in today, guys. This is Sean with Solis Review. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's keep this channel rolling. Today we're going to be going over the Sideshow Red Hulk premium format figure. It's quarter scale. This big bad boy is one of my favorites. I love Red Hulk for sure. Since he came out, always gravitated towards him for sure. I love Hulk too, but something about evil Red Hulk was just really cool. I know he's not so much evil anymore, but still, he's a cool anti-hero for sure. So let's get started. Backstory. This is a Red Hulk. Obviously, I'm sure many of you know the Hulk storyline. Maybe some of you don't know the Red Hulk backstory. The person, when he's in normal human form, is General Thunderbolt Ross. That is the main antagonist for Hulk for a long period of time. It was always a general chasing down Bruce Banner to try and contain him / use the powers for military purposes, kind of a thing. So Bruce Banner's Hulk, Green Hulk, is powered by gamma radiation. Red Hulk is actually powered by cosmic radiation. And so when Green Hulk gets angry, the more angry he gets, the stronger he gets. For Red Hulk, the more angry he gets, the hotter he gets. So a little bit different. They don't have quite the same powers. Regular Hulk, I believe, can surpass his strength, but for majority of the time that either one of them has existed, Red Hulk has been, I guess you could say for the most part, always in control mentally there, where Hulk was a bit of a rage beast. So eventually they've worked together. Red Hulk's been on teams. He's not necessarily the big bad that he was when he first started. Okay, so concept-wise, how well did Sideshow bring this to life from the comics? I feel pretty dead on that it looks great. It looks straight out of the comics in a lot of ways. It's really reminiscent of his earliest appearance as he was shown, as far as like the facial structure of the time. So yeah, solid concept. He's standing on what looks to be Hulkbuster wreckage, and then miscellaneous gravel and stone below that. I can't tell what version of Hulkbuster this was supposed to be. It seems a little nondescript, tubes and metal parts, but you can tell that it's from the Hulkbuster. Now, engineering-wise, it's a decently heavy piece. It's big. It could be heavier for sure. It's easy for him to peg in. Very large. I think the largest keys I've ever seen. The biggest knock on, I think, engineering-wise is the extra pieces that go on the base. They are confusing as hell. I had to look it up to see exactly how to put it together, and after it was built, I was kind of like, why? Why did we do this? Why did we choose to do this on purpose? But, it is what it is. The base, I think, is the least you're looking at when you're staring at this. Let's go with paint next. So for the base, a lot of the metal is melted, which, like I had said, he gets hotter as he gets angrier. So it looks, a lot of it's melted. Paint-wise, I see a lot of what could be purposeful, but sometimes comes across as sloppy painting on, tubes and dirt mixing together. It's just not super clear. Another thing I noticed is on places that are the Hulkbuster parts versus other metal Hulkbuster parts, the colors change, which red they use, which you know, shine on it. It seemed a little odd, but you know, it is what it is. The skin, let's work on that. There is variation in the red. There is shading. I think that there could have been more clear work done on like the toenail areas. I'm seeing more differentiation on the metal in here, not so much with this melty look. I don't know that it really worked for it. And the pieces that are there just aren't greatly painted. The body, I think, you know, I've seen customs where they added flares of orange or yellow into veinage, and I think that that was a smart move. I think that I like that there's shading variation, but I think they could have done more with the body for sure to differentiate the lighter and darker areas. For the pants, they are mixed media. I think they are pretty solid for what they are. I think, you know, they may have made it work better if it was sculpted, but you know, mixed media in some cases can work really well. I think it's pretty decent with the torn jeans here. As we go up the hands, the fingernails are the same as the toenails. There's just like a general black shading. I think maybe a little bit clearer of the, you know, dark fingernails and stuff would look good. As we get to the portrait, it looks good. The fire in the eyes comes across pretty intensely clear. The teeth are, I wouldn't say the cleanest paint job I've ever seen, but you know, they're not horrible also. The hair is pretty monochromatic. I mean, they have, I guess, maybe some slight, very slight variation, but it all looks really one color to me, and the line of the hairline is not super clean. And then also, I remember now, engineering wise, big problem that I've had is that the head magnet is not super strong. It wants to fall out a lot. I'll slightly bump it and it'll just fall out when I'm dusting. It's happened several times, and that is a pain in the ass for sure. Magnets should be strong. There's not really an excuse for that, especially something as big and as heavy of a head as that. I don't want that to happen with my statues. So, engineering wise, magnets were a problem for sure. Body feels super solid. Normally Hulks have to be pretty much one piece. You can't have a lot of seam lines. There is a pretty strong seam line on the head. I would have probably preferred not having a variation portrait and getting rid of that seam line. That's me. This is the standard edition head. The collector's edition comes with a different one with an X in his forehead, where in the comic I believe Thor hit him in the head. Not when I pose, so I don't have it out, but definitely for some people they may like that if they're connected to the storyline. So that was paint. Sculpt, I think that in the base there, you know, since I was saying they were going for a kind of a melted steel look, there are things that can come across kind of melty together, sloppy, that's missing some detail. I think that the rocky base, you know, it doesn't strike me as anything super memorable. The pieces seem really odd why they're even there in a lot of ways. Like I said, the tubes don't make a whole lot of sense as to what their purpose is or what Hulkbuster that would have come in here. Now, the sculpt of the body, I think, is awesome. I love the muscularity. I love the, you know, the physiology, the biology I'm seeing here. You can see a lot of work went into texture on the skin as far as, you know, wrinkles. It looks like, you know, my hands kind of natural micro wrinkles here. Same within the back of the heel. The veins look good as far as the sculpt, where they're supposed to be. The muscularity is awesome on this beast. It just looks like bulky power, man. He can deliver. Sculpt on the face looks good. It says menace, it says strength, it says intelligence. Hair is probably not a super strong point on the portrait, but you know, he's got kind of that Jersey Shore haircut in this. Other times his haircut changes, but this was kind of his original appearance that was coming through, because he was kind of twinning the Hulk version of how he looked. Hand wise, you know, the size on this is awesome. It was so powerful when I got this. This was like one of my original 4 statues I had ever received, but I just love what's going on with him. There isn't a time I don't see him and go, yeah, that was a good idea. So, big fan. XM's coming out with their new Red Hulk, which looks amazing. You know, personally, I would have loved if this guy was more upright, but that would have been really big. XM, I think, is doing that, and I'm wishing I had one. So, who knows, maybe in the future. But this guy, if you're looking for, I wouldn't say he's cheap, but he's going to be more cost effective than the XM one. And yeah, if you're looking for a good Red Hulk piece, you can't go wrong with this one for sure. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any questions, please reach out. I love chatting with you guys. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.